On the 13th of June 2025, Israel launched a large strike on more than a dozen strategic sites in Iran. Operation Rising Lion was the biggest attack on Iran since the Iran-Iraq War. Israel hit nuclear sites.
Israel says they targeted Iran's nuclear program.
We struck at the heart of Iran's nuclear enrichment program.
Missile bases,
striking long-range missiles.
Israel says it's targeted Tehran's air defense capability
and killed top Iranian commanders.
Islamic Revolutionary Guards Chief Hossein Salami was killed in the attack.
Till the recording of this video, Iran is striking back with a terrifying mixture of ballistic and hypersonic missiles. This is the Historiographer, and in this video, we will explain how decades of Iranian missile doctrine born in war led to the day when Tel Aviv and Haifa came under fire. In the 1970s, Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi built a powerful military, importing billions in Western weapons. However, this foreign dependency became a major weakness. Indeed, after Khomeini's 1979 Islamic Revolution, chaos and sanctions collapsed Iran's supply chains. Then came the 1980s, with the infamous Iran-Iraq War. Saddam Hussein launched deadly Scud attacks on Iranian cities. Tehran, and especially the city of Khorramshahr, were hit hard. Iran had no shield and no way to strike back. In response, in 1981, Iran gathered its scattered arms factories under one roof, the Defense Industries Organization. This IRGC-led organization had one goal: create a fully indigenous arms industry. Among the DIO's many programs, the National Missile Program became the top priority. Iran began copying Soviet weapons, but soon, imitation turned into innovation, striking Iraqi cities back in what would ultimately become known as the War of the Cities. By the late 80s, Iran worked with North Korea, Libya, and China to get improved missile designs. The Shahab series, based on Scuds, became Iran's foundation. By the 2000s, one figure stood at the center of Iran's ambitions: Brigadier General Tehrani Moghaddam. Known as the father of Iran's missile program, he founded the long-range missile division within the IRGC. Moghaddam oversaw the development of missiles like the Shahab-3, Ghadar 110, and the solid-fueled Sijil. His goal was clear: to build missiles capable of striking Israel from deep inside the mountains of Iran. Moghaddam's work gave Iran its first true strategic arsenal and reshaped the region's balance of power. In response, Israel assassinated the general in 2011. The 2010s brought new upgrades. New medium-range missiles like the Fateh 313 and Zulfiqar carried close to half-a-ton warheads. As sanctions grew, Iran stopped relying on foreign imports. For example, a successor to the Shahab series was the Imad, with far more accuracy. Iran aimed to reshape the region, not just to defend itself. A real test came in June of 2017. In Operation Night of Power, Iran fired 6 Zulfiqar missiles at ISIS positions in Deir ez-Zor in Syria. That same year, it also lobbed missiles against Syrian rebel targets. Then, in January of 2020, in response to Trump's assassination of General Qasem Soleimani, Iran struck the US base at al-Assad in Iraq. It fired Fateh 313 missiles, and it was the first direct missile strike on American troops by Iran. In 2022, the famous Hypersonic series followed. They were lighter, faster, and had improved targeting. Hypersonic, with nearly 1,500 kilometers of range, showed just how far Iran had come. In 2023, Iran revealed the Fateh 1, a hypersonic missile flying at Mach 13, making interception near impossible. In the year leading up to June 2025, Iran's missile doctrine entered a new chapter, one of large-scale direct confrontation. For example, April 2024 saw Operation True Promise 1, where Iran launched over 100 missiles targeting Israeli military installations. This marked Iran's first state-to-state missile campaign against Israel. Then, in October 2024, came Operation True Promise 2. Nearly 200 missiles and drones, including the new Hypersonic missiles, struck high-value targets, such as air bases, as well as suspected Mossad sites near Tel Aviv. These strikes showed Iran's growing capacity to saturate air defenses with both precision and volume. This is why the Israeli June 13 attacks were deeply ironic. Israel knew Iran had these weapons. It knew it couldn't intercept them all, and yet it still launched the June attack. In our opinion, the gamble is now backfiring hard. In conclusion, Iran's missile program began with desperation, but it grew into a state deterrence doctrine. When Israel struck in June 13, 2025, Iran responded and is currently responding with real firepower. Iranian officials later noted that the missiles used on Tel Aviv and Haifa were over 20 years old. The message: Iran is keeping the best for last. If you like this video, then consider subscribing to spread history. This has been the Historiographer, and for now, see you in the next video.